Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Asdima EMP, a reporter, and my topic is about divorce in Islam. Divorce in Islam can take a variety of forms. Some initiated by the husband and some initiated by the wife. The main traditional legal categories are talaq or repudiation, khul or mutual divorce, judicial divorce, and oaths. The theory and practice of divorce in the Islamic world have varied according to time and place. Historically, the rules of divorce were governed by Sharia, as interpreted by traditional Islamic jurisprudence, though they differed depending on the legal school and historical practices, sometimes diverge from legal theory. In modern times, as personal status or family laws were codified, they generally remained within the orbit of Islamic law. But control over the norms of divorce shifted from traditional jurists to the state. In Quranic principles, according to the Quran, marriage is intended to be unbounded in time, as indicated by its characterization as a firm bond and by the rules governing divorce. The relationship between the spouses should ideally be based on love, mawadda wa rahma. It is found in chapter 30, verse 21. And important decisions concerning both spouses should be made by mutual consent. When marital harmony cannot be attained, the Quran allows and even advises the spouses to bring the marriage to an end. In chapter 2, verse 231. Although this decision is not to be taken lightly, and the community is called upon to intervene by appointing arbiters from the two families to attempt a reconciliation. In chapter 4, verse 35. The Quran establishes two further means to avoid hasty divorces. For a menstruating woman, in Al-Baqarah, chapter 228, prescribe the waiting or iddah period before the divorce is finalized as 3 monthly periods. Similarly, for non-menstruating women, including post-menopause women and pre-menarche girls, At-Talaq, chapter 65, verse 4, prescribes the waiting periods. This is to give the husband time to reconsider his decision. Moreover, a man who takes an oath not to have sexual intercourse with his wife, which would lead to automatic divorce, is allowed a 4-month period to break his oath. And that is in chapter 2, verse 226. So now, we will be talking about the annulment of abrogation of marriage in Islam. So, fasq literally means cancellation. So, fasq al-aqd means abrogation or cancellation or annulment of an act al-nikah or a marriage contract. This fasq or annulment in nikah is due to a defect or defects in the act al-nikah or a marriage contract or an emergency which occurred in the nikah situation, which renders the continuity of nikah impossible. Thus, fasq and the band of nikah between parties. So fasq has basically the same final result as talaq or divorce, in that the marriage band is ended by it. It is also different from talaq in that it is invariably done judicially through the qadi or a judge, and the applicant is usually the zawja, while talaq is instituted by zawj only. In other word, or in other source, the word talaq is derived from the Arabic word itlaq, which literally means leaving off or releasing. Talaq of a woman means termination of marriage to her husband. In the Sharia, talaq means the breaking of the nikah band and ending of the nikah relationship. Nikah is meant to be a permanent bond, but Islam, unlike certain other religions or religious systems, accepts that due to factors beyond human control, that bond may have to be severe for the sake of justice at times. Although talaq is lawful, it is not encouraged and is detested. It is thus a lawful act which is detested by the Shari himself. So it is sinful if it is misused and thus punishable in the hereafter. Ibn Umar and Mu'arib narrate that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The most detestable of the lawful acts in the sight of Allah is talaq or annulment or divorce." So this is construed to mean the unlawful form of talaq. So that's all for my report. Thank you, and again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.